If you would want to split this column, you can split by delimiter. To split and space to enter first name and second name just for demonstration purposes. Maybe leftmost, and our column will be splitted into two. Okay, turning two columns, and we can rename my columns. Let's take time to refresh. Yeah, you can say quite a double click. First name. Yeah. Last name. Tatuane is something like this, but we don't want this. And I said it's good to have your steps here. If you just don't want to know about this, to end up a products, pana. We said you can also do my changing matching, my data types. Okay, cost, original price, discount, current price, and checks. These are money, so we need to convert to money. Let's put to fixed decimal number, which is a currency. Here we said we should add a new step. Always add new step, and we change this one. Discount, let's leave it for now to end up a current price. To end up on taxes. And let's check discount. Kind of a drop down to one of the SMA 0. So I said we may not need this column, right? To I remove a discount. To Sarane I. So I think we are good to go here. Let's go on locations. Locations, we are fine here. Then on customers as well, you can see Gutiji, our column name is not promoted. We come here as well and see one. Use first row as headers. Okay. Then on budgeting one, here revenue is not a currency, and we fix it to a currency, and we add new row. 2020 2022 sales, we said we need to append them for now. So in the meantime, we may need to leave. But for this one, monthly allocation is a percentage. We need to format it what? As a percentage. Okay. Okay, percentage. So Canada, maybe we may now have confidence. And I said we can do a lot here. You can remove columns, you can choose columns, you can append, you can merge, you can change the types. You can do all these transformations that are here. Replace values, etc. But for us, for 2020 to 2022, we need to combine these ones into a one data set. But for you to do that, you click Control, then you select my data sets are R3. What do you want to do here? We want to, if you go on home, what do you want to do? We want to append this as new query. We append.
So sorry, say.
Yes. Yes, I'm recording.
It's okay.
So on appending, we need 3 or more tables, right? So I said here, if you add a table to this side, you select the table and add it here. Select table 2, you add it here. Select table 3, you add it here. Maybe suppose you want to remove a table that you have added by mistake. Say you have added budget 1 here. You highlight it and you come here and click this remove. It will be removed. So you do this. So we now have what? Appended 1. But we want to call it maybe sales. Sales 2020 to 2022. That's the new name we are told. So we said we rename, you double click or you right click panaba where pakanzi rename, or ukanguita double click the name, or if you come here you can always do renaming. So we now have this. So what do we do for these 3 at a
So,
major? I said
so sorry.
yes, hello.
So it means that major is that was from 2020 to 2022. So you only get 1 file.
That 1 file. Saka for these ones, atsuda kuti aende kumodel kwedu anokonzeresa. Saka we untick pakanzi enable load pana. We untick. The moment you tick rinobva raita italiced font yacho. We untick R3 iwaya atashandisa. Okay, so takuchienda kunotransformera tabatanidza riya. So I said here we don't delete my tables because the moment you delete, you are breaking the model. So ukatoya pasource panapa utoona tiri kucombine achi SR3. Saka let's come now to our combined table. We have order ID, order quantity. Maybe price is not formatted to a currency. You can fix this one to a currency. Don't know what's happening today. It's taking time. Okay, so now it's done. So for you to be out of this Power Query, we can say close and apply. So the moment you do that, your data is loaded and it will appear here. So let's wait to appear on the data pane. So it's loading. Yeah, so I don't know what's happening today. It's taking more time than usual.
Shino wakaremerwa nemasoftware data mda.
Nah, but ndane time is now we start.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, but it seems it's now beginning to work. Okay, all these are done. Save for these 3. Okay, so the moment it does that, we now have So maybe before I lose my data, I want to save it. I browse this device. I don't want to save it here because it will distort my things. I want to save it on desktop. I just want to AdventureWorks demo. Okay. I'll give it a name. Okay. So data cleaning kana wadai inenge yapera. Ukangoita cleaning processes, of course we can't exhaust all of them. Some data redu racho harina those. But now that we are at this stage, takuenda kumodeling kuya kwatakataura.
Yes, ndaida kupanzwisira papa pamodeling apa ndakasara ipapo.
Right, saka pamodeling manje.
Tasvika sei papa mamapictures aya?
Unoenda up. Right, so we said this is the window Power BI. Okay, so rene this report view inoenda by default. So for you, then there is this type of view.
Yes.
Unonga uchiona matables ako.
Okay,
Then
okay.
there is the model view. So model view iyi saka paunoloda data by default create a model.
Okay.
Saka matables ako you see kuti matables ese ataselect aya ndo ari kunokwa.
Atati disabled aya.
No, ese matables ataselect atagadzira. You see kuti masales, customers, sales people, products, locations, etc. ndo matables agadzira model. Saka the moment you load anobva auya kunoko. Saka Power BI by default inodetecta relationships. We said kuti matables they are related by foreign keys, right? A foreign key is a unique identifier of a foreign table. For example, here we can say a primary key for the product table is the product ID. So if you see a product ID in sales table, that key is a foreign key. Okay, so what Power BI does is it automatically detects those relationships sometimes. So it goes to the correct naming convention. So if you double click this relationship, this line in order to detect a relationship. So it from sales 2020 to products table, they are related by a product ID in a many to one relationship, saying many sales can be of one product. So but sometimes you see kuti model yako inoona kufaila kudetecta those relationships. For example, let me delete. So if you are here, so your model may fail kudetecta marelationships sezvaita pane aya, or here kuti product it is not connected to affect sales table. So to create that relationship is you go to
So it means kuti the created and sales 2020 to 2022 ndo center the information is chaconnecta kunamwe tables aya.
it's called effect table. That's the correct name.
Okay, okay.
And all these are dimension tables. So effect table, it contains mostly transactions.
Okay.
Or effects. Then my dimension tables, you see they don't contain any transaction. They contain metadata or data about data that explains that.
Okay.
So all these other ones, if you check the structure that you have here, it's like a star scheme. It's like a star because all these tables, they are protruding from this one. It's like a star.
Okay.
So it's called a star scheme. So suppose this relationship is not there, or you can even delete with this one as well. Power BI may even fail to detect these relationships. So you need to create them manually. So to do that, you come on manage relationships. There are many ways to do it depending on your level of proficiency. So if you are on manage relationships, there is this option of new relationship and auto detect. So you can even come here and click auto detect. So Power BI may try to infer those relationships. And if it's successful. You see what it's saying? It's saying what? Found 2 new relationships and which have been added to the semantic model, right? If we do that, those 2 relationships are added back. Okay. What if auto detect fails? Let me delete this one again. Okay. It's no longer there. We come as well to manage relationships. Manage relationships. So you can say new relationship, right? So the moment you do that, you select from which table. We want the relationship from the products table to the sales table. So automatically it will detect. So that's the advantage of also naming my column names using the correct naming convention. It helps Power BI to do that detection. Okay. So you should make sure that these names may be different, but what matters is it contains the correct data. Or you can call this product code, but as long as they are pointing to each other, it's fine. And we say the relationships cardinality, they are a lot men to one to one to men. We are saying one item to one item, then many item to one item to men, something like that. Then there's cross filter direction. You can say what? Save. Okay, now we are here. You can say what? Close. And we have that relationship. So this stage is very important because if you fail to do your modeling very well, it will break your future analysis. It will be a bad model. Maybe one way of doing it real quick. Let me delete this one as well. Maybe suppose you are now used or you now have some experience. If you now know that I want to connect sales to the products, I'll just come here, hover over this product ID, drag it, and drop it over the product ID in the cells, and you take me here. I'll just confirm and click save. So depending on now your level of proficiency.
Yeah,
Hello? I didn't hear you. That's fine. So that's it on modeling. Then we go to write what measures. And this is DAX. So I say yes, it's DAX. Then we come here, we click maybe a table. Then if you select a table, I said maybe the best practice on when you are doing measures is to use a separate table for measures, right? And I explained the difference between a measure and a calculated column. A calculated measure in the calculated column. I said the calculated column is physical to a table. The moment you create it, you see it in the table. But for the calculated measure is logical. It's calculated depending on the context that you are selecting. And the moment you create it, you won't see it added to the table. It will be calculated in context. Okay. So maybe, for example, a calculated column, we said we have a price and quantity, right? Then we have what? In the product table, we have cost, tax, and discount. Okay. So for us to get total price, what did we say? We said we right click here. We say new column. If you want to create a new column, and we can call it total what? Total price is equals to, we said we can say quantity. So we need the quantity from the table, not a reserved word. Yeah, I saw many people making mistakes of saying, if you say quantity, there are a lot. If you say QUA, all those words with the that matches this criteria will be. So we need it from the tables, not the reserved word. All these ones with blue, they are reserved word, but we need the quantity from the sales table. So it will have the table name, then the column name. This one times what? Price. Like here, we have this price. If it is fx, please use it only when you are calling it as a function. The price that we need is from this table. And you click on OK. So the moment you do that, it's now added to our table here. And if you come on table view, you should be able to see it as a table that has been added, as a column that has been added. Unlike a measure you won't see it here. So that's another drawback of a calculated column. It takes space from your model and it adds to the size of your model. Okay. And I explained you can also do quick measures for those simple calculations. All right. So for measures, I said we should create a dedicated table, which we said you can say new table. Can call it, I think today by 7:30 we must be done. You can call these measures and calculation. Okay, just call it measures. Okay, it's saying column, it's row blank. Let's add another. Okay. Sorry, let's not use this criteria. I think it's a bit tricky. Let's whilst you are here, you can select enter data. Enter data. Here where it's saying table, you can say calculations and measures. So your table will be created. So We now have this table, calculations and measures. So I said I just like this way, but you can as well write your measures in the table, in your main table here. For example, we need a measure for total sales, right? So we created that measure as what is total sales times quantity. We can do the same using a measure. So we can say new measure here. I'll call it total sales I'll call it total sales M because the total sales. So I'll say sum X. We need from the sales. From the sales, we need quantity times what? Times price. I think yeah, we should add an aspect of we should add an aspect of text. So text yedu tunoiwana mu table rema product. Tunoiwana mu table rema products. Maybe let me do this for now. My products made with omune text. But text haisi mu sales, which is our main table. Yatiri kunyorera. Saka what we do is we use the function called related. So here we say minus related. Related works because we have G. Related products. Taxes. Time is what? So we want also to subtract G. Quantity. Sales quantity. Because kana ari ma items. Saying it's not of correct type. Let me check. Okay, I should put a closing bracket here. Text. Seems like text is formatted as a string. Let's format it as a currency. And come back to here. So it's now working. I think it was the issue of data type. So we say minus related product text times quantity. Something like this. Should work. Okay. So maybe we can put a card just to see how is our measure working. 21.81 million. So I think it's somewhere there. but it's showing my rands. We need to change to my US dollars. Something like this. So if we add maybe one measure, we can now delete this one because we can't create a column researching. So gonna delete it. Once column one here is covered by default. Now total sales, we can add other measures like total cost. You can say new measure. So total cost. So total cost is what? It's sales 2022. We need quantity times G related to the cost in products maybe matamboti related product cost, something like this. Okay, are you following?
Yes, but cannot see your sharing.
You cannot see what I'm sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe let me try to check. Am I still sharing? I'm sharing.
Yes, probably 21 million.
Yes, that's it. Okay, so total cost as well, let's put a cut. 17.32. Is it the correct logic that we have used to say total cost? We say quantity times cost. My mathematicians. For me, I think so because the cost that we have is the cost per unit. Saka kuti isusu cost per unit tikauya kuno tikuona kuti tikauya kuproduct table cost yatinayo iyi cost per unit. Saka kuno to get the total cost we need the quantity sold times what cost per unit. Right? We can as well do total profit. There are many ways to go about it. So new measure, we need total profit. Total profit equals to so a total profit and total sales minus total cost. This worker.
Yes.
Saka we don't need to write a complicated code because ma variables mamwe acho tinawo taagadzira. Yeah, something like this. So I want to see. So something like this. I want to put a filter here. I just want to check something. So it's working. But there are many ways to do it. You can even say kutangidza kunyora maformulas ataisawo, but unongochitozvitorera time. Apa tiri kuita mavisuals tiri kungocheka mafomula. Maybe I'm not going to do anything more of them. I just, since it's a recap, toda total quantity sold. Total quantity sold. Iyi tinongoti sum x of chi of quantity of sales 2022 toda quantity momo. Okay. Let's see. 21k quantity sold. Maybe of importance is sales parallel period. Let me remove this QA. New measure. Sales parallel period equals to calculate total sales, measure this one, parallel period, order date minus 1, trawita at month level. Mind you, there is one thing that we didn't do. What is it? We didn't create a dedicated date table, right? We didn't. So maybe let's take this moment because a date table zvarakanakira ndezvekuti new table zvarakanakira ndezvekuti for filtering you'll be using that one than kuenda madates ari mamwe matable equals to. We said we can use calendar auto, which we said it scans over the table. So the moment you do that, it's added to your model, but you need to create this one. As you can see, no relationship here, and we need to edit to link it to the sales table, sales order date, which is okay. And you can add the other date parts like here, etc. Okay. Let's go back to It's refreshing. We want to go back to the report view. I don't know why it's taking this time. Who wants to join? Taking a lot of time. Shopify helps. Okay. Right. So the relationship is now created. Let's go back to our model view. I want to modify sales parallel period. The date that I want is not order date. I need date table so that right, this one. Right, fine. Maybe let's test our chart. So we want to compare total sales, the current one. So let's put the date first, then total sales and total sales parallel period. So anobuda akadai, anocompare year to year, something like this. And you can even drill down to what? To the quarter, and you can even drill down to the month. And you can even change this to a line chart, something like this. So we'll be able to compare the current period to the prior period. As you can see, this one is the current, then this one is. So you see, this is how we build visuals as well. Yeah, it's just that I'm not formatting. Maybe let's go quickly to build some visuals. So to build visual, we said we have these ones and other from AppSource. If these ones are not enough, you can go get more from AppSource. If you say get more, provided you are signed in, you can get more visuals from AppSource. Yeah, you need to sign in and get more visuals. I won't do that. Let's work with what we have. For example, I want to visualize the current sales to the last year sales like I did before. These are my charts. and I think we discussed the principles of selecting charts on visuals. I click my line chart here, right? Maybe I try to resize it. So what I want to do, I want to visualize by hand. Then I click my total sales and sales price. Now I have. So the good thing of using a data hierarchy is you can drill down and up. We don't want to today, we want to at month level. So we can do this. So we said the principles of creating charts is your main chart should occupy maybe the first 50% to 70% on your far left, right? Maybe before we do that, let's insert maybe an image that will be a logo for your company. Logo Adventure Works, we insert here, but logo ready rinofana kunge unofana kuenda kumusoro. So I'll drag it here. Something is wrong. Something like this. That's my logo. I don't want to sign in for now. I want to put those KPIs. I said we have a lot of cards here that we have, but the card that I want is this one. The new card, the advantage is I can format it once and put all the KPIs that I want. So for this one, I select my 4 KPIs that I want. So I should go ahead and what? And format. So I said for formatting, you come here on the visual, it's inside, general, it's outside. So here I multi-card layout, I need 4. Okay. I may need a visual border. I need a visual border here. Call out values. 45 is a lot. Let me put maybe 14. Something like that. Reference labels. 12. I think 12 is okay. Or I'll say 10 because I don't think. Well, let me put 12 here. Something like that. Maybe I'll need to bold them.
I think for formatting it's okay. I think you know how to format it. But I think let's go for the other data.
Okay, so if you know how to format, it's fine. So after, let me put a little items here. I want to put maybe a gauge. You might not have done a gauge. So a gauge is the target to for example, we have budget ready and it budget ready tine budgeted income, budgeted revenue yatinofana kuachieve the actual. Probably I am misbehaving today. So to do that is we come to our budget, we click, we take our revenue to the target value. It's saying count, we need some. Okay. Then on value, we take we can take total profit. We edit here. Okay. We don't need minimum and max. Something like this. So this is a gauge, total profit. So the blue line is our target, and we achieved 4.49 instead of 4.23. So you see that we achieved our target, but maybe with a small margin. Okay. We can as well include a slicer here. We want to slice our, so on our date, we want to slice by year. So I want to try this new column in our date table. So we need what? We need a year. Year is equals to year, date table, date, something like this. So we need to slice by what? Slice by year. Year, and we need to format it to maybe to a drop down, or you can even use a tile rinobuda rakadai so, but I don't think it is good for this. Vertical list, something like this. Sorry,
I think drop down is not gonna be it.
kind of vertical list, something like this, it works.
Yeah.
Okay, so we said this one is good, and you can see something like this. Okay, maybe this is what you want. You can add other visuals. We can say maybe sales by product. Can come here and take the products, the product name. We may need the total profit.
Oh, what? For location.
Sorry.
The location, visual by location.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
maybe.
map. Okay, so let's do this. So let's remove product to say location. Can even use this. So, but you can see it's cluttered. That's when we said here, we can then maybe select top 10 product by total profit and apply. Tetangwane 10. But here let's use this one. I think it's better. Something like this. We can even format to say with data labels. I don't think it's necessary, but we can do a lot. So you are saying a map. So a map, unfortunately, here, all other maps, they are disabled on my tenant, but I can use ArcGIS. ArcGIS, I think it's not. So ArcGIS, I'll say continuous guest. So map, what do you want to visualize? So latitude and the longitude. So you see, since it's a number, we don't need to sum latitude and longitude. Don't summarize. But what do you want to visualize? We want to see total profit. Saka size pedu panangerichi ningeri not total cost. We need total profit per size. Saka total profit ndiyeri kudetermine chi size. Saka I'm zooming in. This is now the map. This is USA, so it's a bit bigger. So maybe I need to format it. Theme 1. So in the map we understood. Yeah, so that's how you do it. So after this, maybe you can then go ahead and publish. I think we covered publishing last time. So hello.
Publishing
Yeah. So if you understood and manage maybe to cover this, you'll be good to go. I now don't go back again.
ya panganchida ndipe task apo ne pa inonzi yekutanga ngatiite
The clinic.
yeah
ETL. Okay.
saka I think pabati system ndapanwanzwisisa papo.
That's fine. So that's it. I will stop the recording for now.